Jeff Link of Keller Williams Professionals Asheville is proud to present the Asheville Real Estate Podcast. Welcome to the May edition of our podcast. I'm your host, Joe Leininger. Today we're taking a close look at our spring market and how buyers and sellers are prospering today. Is there a slowdown in the market, or has the bubble really burst? We'll share our thoughts on these matters and more, so stay with us. It's all coming up next. Today with Jeff Link of Keller Williams Professionals Asheville. Thanks for joining us today, Jeff. Tell us what's going on right now in the Asheville real estate market.
Joe, our spring market has kicked in, and we are seeing the market adjust to influence of spring. Serious buyers are entering the market and are evaluating their options, so this means inventory typically picks up this time of year as well. So we expect to see some increased activity in the months ahead. Buyers are entering the market with one eye on price and the other on the move-in dates. Lots of buyers like to move in the summertime, or at least before school starts. They've got a lot to consider, and some have to juggle school schedules and balance their professional lives as well. As agents, we try to make it as easy as possible for our buyers, even when that means an after-hours showing or a weekend meeting. This is really a busy time of the year for both buyers and sellers alike.
Okay, thanks, Jeff. For a national perspective today, we're also joined by Terry Murphy, real estate author and CIO of U.S. Learning in Memphis, Tennessee. Terry's a regular contributor to both mortgage and real estate magazines. Terry, thanks for joining us today. What trends are you seeing nationally?
Joe, as is always the case after tax season, the May and June markets appear to be slowing down nationally. But further study reveals a much more stable and solid picture. You see, most buyers are coming to the market after tax season, and they tend to have a clearer idea of what they're looking for. At first glance, it may appear that the market is leveled or even slowed down a bit, when in fact it's quite healthy and offers a lot more stability.
Okay, Terry, so you don't think that the market is slow?
No, Joe, I don't, and here's why. Say you're cruising down the highway at 100 miles an hour and you slow down to 80. Well, even at this speed, you're still cruising pretty fast. But comparatively speaking, it seems so much slower due to the contrast of your earlier experience. It's important for buyers and sellers to understand that just because the market seems a little slower than it's been, real estate's still moving pretty quickly. Buyers and sellers need to be smart when approaching the spring and summer season if they want to get the most out of their next transaction.
Thanks, Terry. Jeff, how do you advise your clients during these market adjustments? What kind of advice do you give?
Joe, we are constantly reviewing the market data for new home sales and looking at inventory when it comes on the market. By doing this, we can help our sellers find their ideal market price. When a market price slows a little, the first inclination of some agents is to drop the price. But this isn't always necessary. You have to look at the big picture. Like Terry was saying earlier, in our local area, properties continue to increase, but not increasing as they used to. And that becomes important to the successful marketing of the seller's property. Overall, we are still in a very good market, and nice homes will still command top dollar for their sellers.
Okay, well, how do these market fluctuations affect our local buyer attitudes?
We are always looking to find the best available investment properties for our buyers. Part of this involves educating buyers about the timing of the market. A slowdown might be misunderstood as a buyer's market, when in fact it is just a good, healthy leveling of activity which makes for a steady, realistic marketplace. We always assist our buyers with the recent comparables and then take a look at properties that continue to be offered in the marketplace but haven't sold yet. Educated sellers will often show a little flexibility in their sales price during a market adjustment. There is a lot of skill involved in finding the best price, as it also relates to location, condition, improvements, and other aspects of the home. So as top professionals, we commit ourselves to staying informed of the market changes and price fluctuations. This way, we can help our buyers buy more and help our sellers maximize their proceeds.
Terry, can you think of any other factors we should be aware of when comparing properties in an adjusting market?
Joe, we know that the marketplace is driven by supply and demand. So here are a couple of tips for both savvy buyers and sellers as we move forward. First, understand that the current market is active and steady. This is a great time to enjoy a stable market. Overpricing is just more likely to have been adjusted at this juncture, so both buyers and sellers can be more motivated. Secondly, sellers should remember that as new construction continues to be completed, they may be competing with new builder incentives that might be difficult or impossible for sellers to match. Talk to your agent about this and be sure you're competitively priced. And finally, Joe, buyers should be doing their homework when searching for homes in an adjusting marketplace. You want to consult with a real estate professional early in your home hunting process to find out where the best property opportunities are in your area. Competition generally picks up in the months ahead as schools let out and as the days get longer. So it's good to do some research ahead of the crowd. A little investment here, Joe, goes a long way.
Great advice, Terry. Thanks. Jeff, do you have anything else to add?
Well, I think Terry got it right. The best way to come out ahead in today's market is to do a little homework ahead of the crowd. There are so many great opportunities out there, but much of it depends on timing. So it's really important to stay on top of the market, and we offer a couple of simple tools that help buyers and sellers do just that. For homeowners trying to find value of what their house is worth, AshevilleHomeValue.com is a no-cost comparative market analysis. And for the home buyers, AllAshevilleListings.com will give you access to a free computerized home search. Links to both of these sites can also be found on my website at jefflink.org. These sites are free, and there is no obligation whatsoever. Also, as you get closer to buying or selling, give us a call, and we can offer you a market update and help you get the most from your transaction. We are constantly monitoring our market to keep our clients informed. We'd love to help. I am also trying to be the premier website for real estate, neighborhood information, and all things related to Asheville and the surrounding areas. So if there's anything that listeners feel is missing, please let me know.
Okay, well, our time is about up, but I wanted to thank you both for coming on and sharing and bringing us up to speed on these adjusting markets. Let's talk again next month.
Joe, thanks so much.
You bet, Joe. Thank you.
For more information on this podcast or for information on the Asheville real estate market, contact Jeff Link. You can reach Jeff at 828-279-6585, or you can find him online at jefflink.org. Until next month, thank you for listening to the Asheville Real Estate Podcast.